Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Good evening.
Let's get it started in here.
Welcome home. You're listening to the best non-professional advice show on the planet, on your home for overnight low-back session. This is the Stock, Jock, and Roll Show on daytradingradio.com.
Yeah.
Money never sleeps, pal.
Trading stocks, futures, options on futures, and retail off-exchange foreign currency transactions involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. You should carefully consider whether trading is suitable for you in light of your circumstances, knowledge, and financial resources. You may lose all or more of your initial investment. Opinions, market data, and recommendations are subject to change at any time.
Let's bring Zuckerberg in, and I'll step back and let you have a little bit of an interview with him. So let's bring Zuckerberg in. What's happening, man? What's up, Jeff?
Mark, how you doing, buddy?
Awesome. Wonderful day out here in California. Wonderful day. It's cool in the evening. Got my hoodie on today. You know, I don't want people to really know who I was when I was walking around today, so I kept the hoodie on.
Well, that's understandable. You want to kind of remain anonymous and incognito. I can understand that.
I know. I was in Chipotle earlier, and some people started putting these, must have figured out who I was and added dislike buttons and thumbs down buttons, and I don't know. They were just doing all kinds of stuff to my head. But you know what? That's okay. I'm the CEO, and I understand. I understand with them. I understand that 11 million people have left Facebook in the last 3 years. Unfortunately, none of them were your parents. So, hey, we're making progress. We're making some progress. But
that's good. First thing, I guess we might as well not ignore the elephant in the room. Earnings weren't quite what you probably wanted them to be.
Well, Jeff, I mean, earnings were up year over year, but we put out some guidance out there that said our costs are going through the roof right now. And next year, I mean, we've been just buying companies left and right. What's that one company? What's that? Yeah, what's that? And, what is that? Oculus. Yeah, all those guys over at Oculus, I got to pay them now for the next year. I had to buy them out. That's kind of making cost. I wasn't expecting this. I got married, went to Hawaii from a honeymoon, had to learn Chinese. Mandarin or something like that, and my team's been out just buying companies left and right. But that's okay. That's okay because I've created 450,000 jobs. Unfortunately, photos posted on Facebook have ended 550,000 other jobs. So you got to be careful what you post.
Right. That's a very good point. It's a good PSA to put out there for our fine listeners. Definitely appreciate you coming on here tonight.
But there's still great news. Facebook is the top social platform to be investing in. I mean, we did have earnings per share of 43 cents. What's that other little Twitter guy who hasn't made a profit? Oh wait, he eked out one cent per share. one.
Now you need to be careful. Jack's from St. Louis. That's my hometown. So
Yeah, we used to be buds and hung out in the day too. You know.
cut Jack the slack a little bit.
Well, he's a good guy. He just doesn't know how to, sell mobile ads like I do.
Well, so how are you going to work this with all these purchases you've been making? That would seem to really shift the balance in your capital structure.
Yeah.
Seems like are you worried about your company being too highly leveraged going forward, or
No, not at all, Jeff. Remember when we went public on the market, we were the greatest of the greatest of the greatest at $38 a share. Until that Baba character came out a couple weeks ago. And then we went down to like $18.99, and we were the laughing stock of the entire social network. Look at us now. Yeah, we lost 11% yesterday. Finished down 6%. But we's on top of the world. We're the social platform, and we're going to be rolling out some new features with all this stuff. New features, we got a new feature that we unveiled today. A new news feed. You were talking about your Yahoo news feed that you like?
right?
Well,
Right.
we unveiled a new news feed today. And it promises to revolutionize the way you see pictures of your friends' feet on vacation.
Pictures of your friends' feet on vacation.
That's right. We're going to revolutionize how you see your friends' feet on vacation. You can't beat that.
Their feet or their feet?
Their feet. Yes.
Oh.
These things that we take pictures of and we show our feet.
It's like that's kind of like a reverse selfie, though, isn't it?
It is.
Is there have you done analysis and found out whether or not there's what the demand is for pictures of feet?
Well, yes.
On Facebook?
Of course.
Is that a revenue driver?
Yes, of course. Have you not heard socks are in? Socks are the new shoe.
I didn't. You know what? I have to admit, I did not know that.
We've sold so many ads to Beliga socks, Adidas socks, Nike socks.
Because of the volume of pictures
all the
of
feet. That's right.
feet?
That's right. When they take pictures of their feet and post it on Facebook with a Nike sock, that's an ad. That's an ad I just sold. You don't get that anywhere else. You can't get that from Twitter. No, you can't. See this right here? This thumbs down needs to be a thumbs up right here.
So are you leveraged? So do you follow that? And so you have an agreement with Nike that if somebody, without any influence on your part or any control, happens to put a picture of their feet with a Nike swoosh on their sock, you get ad revenue for that?
Absolutely, we do. We can track that. I can track anything. Matter of fact, I'm going to hold a press conference tomorrow, and everybody is going to love this other new feature that we're going to come out with. This is going to be a great feature. You're really going to like this one. So the next time that you see a post of a picture of somebody's cat, we're deleting their Facebook account. Deleting it.
Now that's an idea. I've had my issues with Facebook, but that might be an idea that I could get behind.
It's brilliant. Brilliant.
See, I thought you were going to say that you were going to get royalties from like 9 Lives.
No,
or Morris the cat was,
Nope, just Nike and Under Armour and Adidas and all those guys. But cats, we don't get shit from. Whoop. Sorry. Sorry out there.
It's all right. We're after hours here.
It's after hours show.
This is Stock Jock and Roll After Dark.
That's right. But so we're going to delete their account. So they'll find out tomorrow. Whoever starts posting a cat picture, their account will be gone.
So the cat doesn't get 9 lives; it only gets 1 on Facebook.
That's right. So, and we got more features coming out too that everybody's gonna love. An interesting new feature soon. Wow, this is pretty cool. Soon you'll be able to find anything you want on Facebook. Anything.
I thought that you could already do that.
Well, except for the thousands of hours of your life you just lost doing it.
Yeah, I'd like to find those.
Yeah, they're gone.
There are days I'd like to find.
That's
There's
okay.
days I'd like to find those.
That's all right. We sold more mobile revenue for that.
So let's see, what else is in the works for Facebook? I had a question for you, and now I forgot what it was going to be.
All right. What? Just bring it. You said honesty. I'm giving you some honesty tonight.
You are definitely. This is the epitome of candidness.
I'm cut.
There's no question about this.
I'm just sitting back, letting it out, watching the baseball game with you all, saying, hey, let's look in the room that you were down here at Curbs. Hey, good evening. Keldar. Hey, somebody named Sonny in there. That's a cute name, Sonny. It's a bright day at Facebook. We might hire her.
I've known Sonny for a little while. She's absolutely a good people. Most everybody in here, except for that Keldar guy, you keep an eye on him.
Oh,
I'd watch. You got to watch for him.
I do. He that Keldar guy, I heard he's an insider trader to Facebook. So, we're watching him. Yeah.
Well, I think he's hooked up with the SEC. You heard about that scandal, right, Mark? Were you involved in that in any way?
No, I don't release anything to the SEC. We don't allow them to sell our information. Well, hell yeah, we made a deal with the SEC. They're paying us to give them their information so that they can release it to everybody before you get it. It's called capitalism.
Well, you could, I guess, argue that. It sounds to me like it might be also called.
Yes. So when I post at the SEC securities that I sold, 100,000 shares yesterday, and then I write that up and I give it to the SEC folks, and a lot of people might want to be interested when I'm selling my own stock. Well, yes, we sell that to everybody else before you get it. Sorry about that, Jeff, but that's how it goes.
Well, hey, sometimes, you gotta be a businessman. You just have to tread a little lightly. Look at Enron, look at Bernie Madoff, even Martha Stewart. They threw her in the clink too. So nobody's above the law. Just be careful how you're conducting business. Now I do have to ask you this, Mark. While I've got you on here, what did you think of the movie, The Social Network? Was that a fair representation of you and the genesis of Facebook? Because you basically were accused of stealing that idea and making it your own. No. You had a lot of legal issues with that.
No. That's my college buddy. You know how everyone wants to claim, like music or whatever, that you've had this idea or they stole the idea. Nope. It was all mine. All my idea. It actually, even like MySpace was my idea. So it goes way back. Is that what MySpace still around? Nope, they're not around because I launched Facebook.
Well, at least please tell me you weren't responsible for all those AOL CDs.
Other than using them for my coasters in my house? Yes.
All right, good to know.
Yes,
I remember what I was going to ask you now. So speaking of Alibaba, they're really more of a competitor for somebody like Amazon, right?
Yes.
So have you considered branching out into and using Facebook as a platform for a business like that, maybe? Or is that something that's beyond what you might want to do?
I haven't thought about that. I don't deal with Alibabas.
Well, that's good. So if I see Facebook do that, then I'm going to sue you.
Okay.
Because I came up with the idea for that, for Facebook.
But we've come a long way, man. We have come a long way. I remember, you remember how bad our IPO offering that day was that we went out there? How bad it was?
Boy, it did. It took a pretty good hit.
I mean Dick Cheney called that next day wanting to take me home. And I had to turn him down because that IPO offering was so bad.
That's a story. I hadn't heard that story before. That's interesting.
Yeah, well, I'm going to start another social network.
Well, you don't want to go hunting with Dick Cheney anyway. That's
Well,
your life.
well,
Your life
that's-
insurance premiums go up when you
Well,
go hunt with
I
Dick Cheney.
heard he was a little upset with our IPO during that time, but so anyway, I'm going to start a new website, a new social network.
Okay, what is that?
It's going to be called Outside.
Outside.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We're releasing
And-
it here first on daytradingradio.com. The new social network is going to be released very soon. It's going to be called Outside.
Now, is the premise behind that you get off your computer and actually go talk to people in person?
Absolutely. It's a real
it work?
social network, Jeff.
That is a novel concept. Actually, in-person interaction with other human beings. That's something that I don't think.
Well, I know that because
been in play for a while.
Facebook is sort of like jail, Jeff. You get a profile picture, you sit around all day writing on walls, and you get poked by guys you don't really know. I mean, Rockstar today on his air was talking about him being poked I don't know how many times in the last few days. That won't happen with our new social site, Outside.
I did not know people still poke people on Facebook.
I didn't know it even existed on Facebook. But
Yeah, that's interesting.
when I was listening to Rockstar today, he talked about being poked. So I went back to my social geeks and asked them about it. And they said, yeah, we have this thing called poking. So,
You know, when I hear about somebody being poked, you know what I think about, Mark? It makes me think. See, here may be another idea you could come up with as a ad revenue generator. When I think about being poked, I think of the little Pillsbury Doughboy commercials whenever he does his little giggle when they poke him. Now, you may be able to parlay being poked into advertising with Pillsbury.
yeah, I could see something there. Sort of like the old Michelin man when he used to be, he could have been poked too. He
Could have been
He was
poked.
a little roundy.
Yeah,
you
he's
know.
a tad bit bigger, but so the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters could have been poked as well.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Well, I think we may have stumbled onto something. Poking as a revenue generator.
Hey, did you realize this though? Facebook is like a refrigerator. Did you know that?
You open it up and a light comes on?
Close. Every few minutes, you keep opening and closing it to see if there's anything good in it. Anything good in it. I know you. You've got your app. You got your mobile phone, and because you do that, we sell ads. That's right.
Yeah, I can't. If I was George Washington and could not tell a lie, I would have to admit to that. I do have to check in and see what the latest goings on are in the realm of virtual social interaction. It works though.
It will work. It will work.
Hey, if it's bringing in money and revenue.
Yes. And those other guys
Works.
down the street, those Twitter guys, you know what happened after they were hacked and shut down? Uh-huh.
Oh right, yeah. They had a bit of an issue with that.
Yes. So do you know what they did? Well, Twitterers, they had to communicate the old-fashioned way. That's what's right. Facebook.
So they started using carrier pigeons
No,
at some point, or smoke signals.
Facebook. We're the old-fashioned way. We were around. We were first. Remember? I did first.
Right,
So
right. I got you. So let's see what else is going on out there in the world of Mr. Zuckerberg.
well, I'm gonna create a new Facebook account. I was tired of mine. I'm gonna create.
Oh, you're gonna have like a a pseudo personality on there or an alter ego or?
No, I'm just going to title it Nobody. So when somebody posts something stupid, I can say nobody likes this. Dislike, 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 dislike.
So it's kind of like Seinfeld, a show about nothing. You're going to have a count that's a nobody.
I like it. I like
And,
it. I like it. I like it.
You know what the great thing about that is? If you became too narcissistic, you could basically hide that by saying nobody loves me. But what you would in fact be saying is that you have a very high regard for yourself.
Yes, well, it's a mark. I also have to tell you something else, but you can't tell anybody, especially my wife.
You can tell me because there's nobody listening to us anyway.
I am going to change my name on Facebook. So I'm going to put a new one called Nobody, but I'm going to change my name. I'm going to change my name to Benefits.
Benefits Zuckerberg?
Yes, so that when you add me, it will say, that's right, you're now friends with Benefits.
Oh.
Don't tell my wife that one.
That's very clever.
All right, man. You know,
You could also say this benefits Zuckerberg.
Hey, I like it. I like it. You're going to have to send me your email address and telephone number again, and we'll bring you on out here to California and Silicon Valley, and we will take care of you.
I think I may change my name on Facebook as well.
You do that.
I think I may steal from Bud Light and change my name to Here We Go.
I like it. And you be sure to watch for our new social site called Outside.
I will keep an eye out for that. In fact, it probably would not take me long to get connected to that network. I think that's probably a very easy network to join.
It will be.
And simplicity is always good, right?
That's right.
Well, Mark, I got to tell you, I have to thank you very much for taking time out of your incredibly busy schedule to come visit the Stock Jock and Roll show. At least it's a good thing that we are recording this because I have to say this is something that Charlie would have thoroughly enjoyed witnessing and being a part of. And it's a shame because he had told me earlier that you were coming on the show, right? And I was like, you got to be kidding me. You got Mark Zuckerberg on the show? And he's like, yeah, I can't wait. I got a ton of questions for him. And I didn't get a chance to ask him what some of those questions were. I would have asked on his behalf. But he had a sudden personal emergency that he actually just texted me and said he was going to be back on the show here, that he had gotten, that everything was all cool, and it was just a minor scare. And I'm not sure what the details were, but I know that he would have loved to have been here and been a part of this interview. And we'll have to get him the tape of this, and hopefully you can come join us again soon. And it'll be a night when Charlie's able to join the interview with you.
Well, I had a real good time, Jeff. Thank you very much for having me on the show, and I would like to tell all the investors out there, you just keep holding on to Facebook. You hold that stock, baby. Hold it, because we're gonna make that $100 roll. We're coming for you, $100 roll. So if you don't buy us today, buy us in the open tomorrow morning, because we're going for $100 roll. That's right. Facebook, right here. Look for that site, Outside. I'd also like to thank Johnny Rockstar, who set up this interview earlier today when he started talking about Facebook pokes. And RPM for giving us the bandwidth available to be able to do a show like this.
Well, with a mega star like you, with that, a personality of that magnitude, you need a lot of bandwidth too for an interview like this. So I have to echo your sentiments, and thanks to RPM for getting that taken care of.
Well, that's right. When you bring me on, you got to put a caution sign out there that says wet floor. So You
All right, Mark. Well, we'll see you later, and you heard it straight from the horse's mouth, folks. Keep an eye on Facebook stock. Mark says that it's going one direction, and that direction is north. So keep an eye on it.
All right.
We'll watch the markets, and we'll see.
All right. Good night, Jeff.
All right. Good luck, Mark. Good luck with your new outside social network.
$100 roll.
All right. All right. We'll have you back on soon.
What the heck was that?
Nice work, people. Well done. Very solid work.
Another day, another opportunity to impress everyone.
Well, guys, I think we've all learned a valuable lesson here today.
And another adventure draws to a close.
When I say good, you say bye. Good?
Welcome home. You're listening to the best non-professional advice show on the planet. On your home for overnight low-back session. This is the Stock, Jock, and Roll Show on daytradingradio.com.
This is your wake-up call, pal. Go to work.